Thank you, kind person, for selecting this video as your personal yapping session to make sure you know what you're buying. So first of all, I wanted to start talking about how it all started. You spawn in a room and it feels highly interactive, and you just walk around the room throwing around stuff, touching your chess pieces, playing guitar, playing the piano. This sets you up as if you're about to go into a world just like Half-Life Alyx, where you can just touch everything and be impressed overall. But the initial excitement fades away as soon as you exit this room. You cannot touch anything. You cannot tip over chairs. You cannot tip over tables. You cannot touch the NPCs. You just can't do anything outside what they want you to do.
Maybe not.
It kind of feels like an amusement park ride, and you're on tracks and there's a no touch policy, which is all okay if the ride is going to be an impressive one. But guess what? It is an impressive one. The world design is very impressive, it looks really good, and it's very detailed, especially the NPCs, who have great designs and all feel sort of unique. But the NPCs do not acknowledge your existence. They say hello when you throw bottles at them, when you just touch them all over the place. They don't care. They're just mannequins there to fulfill their function, which is telling the story. Stepping into this world after the little bit of dialogue you get in the beginning, the game atmosphere is so good. It's dark, tense, it's packed with jump scares that keep you on edge.
Blow her face, get it? Blow dart, blow her face off. Oh fuck! You piece of garbage!
Imagine getting a jump scare and you're on edge for the next 20 minutes, but you don't get a jump scare. But this is what the game does best. It kind of makes you feel like a jump scare could be anywhere. So instead of just jump scaring you all the time, they really pull you into the moment, and then they jump scare you with very well constructed jump scares, and then you're just on edge for the next 15 minutes. This is what Metro VR does incredibly well. It doesn't feel like you're being set up for cheap jump scares or in-face pop-ups. No, these are proper jump scares that I think belong to a proper VR horror game. But as always in horror games, when you receive your first weapon,
be my guest. Go on, smart guy. Take it.
you start to feel like a Rambo. The weapon mechanics feel very, very solid. If you pull back the slide, there's like this resistance going on, like the actual spring is resisting it, and then when it passes the hammer, it just plops back. It really feels like you're using the weapons, really pulling the levers. It really feels well done and well thought out. And what I said about feeling like Rambo, no, that's a lie. I needed a 12-pack of underwears even to get through this game.
Are we gonna get scared?
At least to the first 5 hours of this game, and I'll get back to that later.
Ah, bitch! I heard you growl, asshole! There you have your enemy. I heard him growl. Dave Grohl.
The weapons all have a certain customized look to them. So if you have an AK, for example, none of them look the same. All of them have some different element to it. Some have no stock, some have a stock with a blue ribbon, some have a stock with a rope wrapped around it, some have duct tape around the handle, etc, etc. This fits really well with the Metro universe because it's all just scrapped weapons in the end. It's not a huge arsenal of weapons, but the weapons that did get made, they were very well executed, and all of them have a unique function. And I'll just slam it here into the weapon department. The gas mask. It's a nice standout feature. It looks like you're in there. You see the gas mask, obviously. You can change the filter. Sometimes you don't even have enough filters to get through the level, and it stresses you out.
Oh my god, you piece of garbage, dude! Fuck you! Fuck you!
You need to wipe away the fog. It really feels immersive. And there might or might not be an enemy that jumps on your helmet and you just pull it off out of a pure panic that it's on your head. That might or might not happen. So as for the story really pulls you in from the beginning. Your wife is not well, at least that's what you think, and you go out to hunt for the medicines to make her feel better. That's essentially the beginning of the game. Once you finish that story though, it kind of gets like this cultish turn, which is okay, like there's some kind of cultish stuff going on, but what happens is once the cultish stuff starts to unfold, you start to notice it's going more in depth of the alternate realities and stuff like that, which is also okay, but the dialogue after 4 or 5 hours is insanely repetitive and very hard to follow.
Well, here we go. Might as well just grab a chair again.
It's with your own knife.
It feels like the game just straight up hits a wall.
Whoa, shit! Holy shit!
And it loses all the momentum you build up. It just keeps annoying you. That's what I feel like. It keeps annoying you over the radio with endless repetitive narratives.
If his spirit was devoured, what does that even mean?
Who is this? I don't even know who this is. Who the fuck am I talking to even?
When you do meet the NPCs, they send you back into the story, but the story just goes on in a memory or a vision or alternate reality. It's kinda messed up, and I didn't like that one bit. Maybe I'm just tired. I have no idea.
The train that takes us further.
I'm so happy I got to witness your dialogue as well.
The well thought out scares, the well thought out tension builders, like the scary corners, every fine mechanic they did in the beginning, it feels like they just let it sail.
Please don't do it. Okay. Normally I would get scared, but the endless yapping kind of made me immune. It kind of just dulled me inside and dead inside now.
As I said, the well thought out game it was in the first 5 hours sort of disappears because it's just room after room and there's just enemies slammed in there and you gotta kill them, and when you kill them then the radio opens up again and there's a guy just yapping in your ear again, or a lady. Hey, we can change it up sometimes, but still. Those were the final hours of my experience. I still think the first 5 hours alone was worth the money, so you decide for your own. If you're story-driven kind of person, then 100% get the game. If you're into these floaty kind of stories that you need to watch 50 videos after to understand, be my guest. This is the perfect game for you. If you're not into this stuff and you only want to play it for the VR horror aspect of it, then it's still worth it. The first 5 hours alone of this game are well worth the money. If you can accept the weak points and you trade it in for amazing graphics, an amazing story overall. So I hope you all got wiser from this video and know what you're spending your money on, because that's in the end what I find important. So I hope you people are doing great today, and I'll see you in the next video.